Hey guys, welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 10. DS. Aw, yeah. So today's gonna be a bit of a different kind of video. I honestly, I've been struggling a little bit trying to figure out what I'm doing with all these different base, walls, with all the different spots in the base, rather. And then I had a good idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. During stream the other day, well, yesterday, today is Saturday for me. If you're watching this video when it comes out, it is the next day, Sunday. So that's part of the reason it's going to be kind of a bit of a different kind of video. I'm just going to, I want to talk about where the base is currently and where I see the base being in the future, because that's different now. Because I had, like I said, I had a good idea. I'm not going to talk about that right away. So the basic idea of the, you know what, let's get in the middle just so we can free cam around and not have anything cut off. So we'll just kind of chill up in here. So the initial idea was to have these, right, on each of the sides. And each one be something a little bit different, right? Which that's still the plan. The ring will be the same, but what's inside it will be different, right? And so what I'm thinking now is that if we do a different base theme inside each one of them, I think that would look pretty freaking awesome, wouldn't it? So we've already got like a season 3-esque with this and that. And so that's very season 3, right? But if we did other seasons in other circles, I think that would turn out freaking awesome. Like, I think that would look so cool, right? And so we'd have to pick something from, each season, basically, to put in each of the little circle deals, right? Because there's going to be one out there, and then there's going to be one out there. And I think that would look cool. So what we have to do is we now have to figure out which piece of which which season, because they would have to be scaled, right? The bases from each, they just won't fit in the allotted area. And so I have to take a piece, figure out how to scale it down while still keeping the same vibe. And so I think what I want to do with you guys is kind of go over those bases. If you haven't seen them, this is a good opportunity to see them. Season 3, you kind of get basically the vibe. It was a Guardian monument. It was the orange and the cyan and the black, and you get it. It's here. We've already covered that one. It's here. Okay. So next, I guess, would be season 5. All right. So this was my season 5 base. This is like the second season where I really felt like I really wanted to take something over and just kind of remake it. And so that's, or not even remake, just like tweak it so that it was more of what I thought it could be or should be. So as you can see, this is a mansion, dark forest mansion, dark oak mansion, whatever they call it. That's what it is. And I think I was so happy with this base. It was so much fun. It was such a nice base. We had our little brewing stand. We had our farms where we could get the various bits, bobs, deals, right? So we had sugar cane and cactus and things of that nature. And then watermelon. There we had a cow farm. Here we had chickens where we got pre-cooked chicken. This one was more obviously a manual farm. And then this is all back to the guts. In here, this was just kind of a whatever. It was a prison, so I figured what would somebody hate worse, hate the most in a prison, so I put granite floors. Because that's not something I would like. And then over this way, we had different micro farms, which I don't even know if these work anymore. So we had carrots and wheat and taters. We had a little bit of a thing, and those were interesting to get here. Actually, I think I ordered them. I may have ordered them. I think I ordered them from Impulse. And this was back like I don't think it does that anymore. I think you can actually waterlog sugarcane now, but you couldn't at the time. This floor was a little bit less done. I mean, we had like our enchanting and then just like basic library setup and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. We had a fighting ring with GSP. So you can get in there and fight GSP if you want. If you don't know who that is, it's Georges St. Pierre. This was like the HQ of the base, essentially. And I don't even know. I don't think those work anymore, do they? That's a no. That's a no. And then this was a map of the area, which no longer is. Up here, this is when the parrots were added. And so I went and got a bunch of parrots. And so they're just kind of chilling up in here in their own little area. This is a villager. Little rooftop garden-y kind of area. And then the bedroom, which I loved the ceiling at the time. Like, it was so good. I kind of wish we had the lichen back then. But this is the bathroom / closet. Right? It's good stuff. This is one of my favorite bases, easily. And then on the outside, oh, come on. Back here, this is where I started. This is where I was living. I think it was that house right there, actually. Maybe not. Maybe not. I was living in one of them. Oh, maybe it was that one. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't freaking matter. That's where I was living. And then we kind of expanded out this way. That was going to be statues. But anyway, the part I would take from this one is probably this somehow. But like I said, I would have to scale it down and still have it keep that same look and feel, I guess. And there is, just so you know, there is a bunch under. So we've got like storage, things of that nature, as you can see. Hello. Yeah. So it was cool. But yeah, like I said, I would have to take this. Like, that's like, I think the most iconic part, right? And so we'd have to scale it down. Next, I think would be season 7. All right, so this is season 7. So season 3, 5, and 7, I was pretty far away from everybody. Season 9 and 10, I'm pretty dang close. This was the PvP arena. That was so much fun. So much fun with that. This is where I started, in that house right there. I remember that fondly. We had Hermit Hollows where hermits came by and built some houses. Thought that was kind of cool. Vintage Beef with his 7-Eleven or something. That was later on in the season, but I think the part that I would have to choose from this one is the floaty deal, right? I don't know how I would do that. Again, it's entirely too big to just like copy it over, which I wouldn't want to do that anyway. I would want to make, like, you know, a different version or something along those lines, I guess. Just because I think it's freaking awesome. And then if we come up inside, we got like the DNA strand kind of thing. Oh, I wonder what base race. Okay. I don't know. There were guardians down there. I don't know where they went. I definitely paid to have guardians delivered, but I don't know. Yeah, they were. What are they still? Oh, I think they could get out up into here as. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. Okay, they can get out up through here. if they want. There's times I found them down in here and they can swim up the water, and it's fine. It's fine. But this was storage and whatnot. We had areas up top. So like microfarm there. I don't think. Oh, we've got the world map there. The area map. God, that looks so cool. Looks so cool. So freaking cool, man. Sugarcane, obviously, and then the nerder right there. Wait, what is behind it? What is that? I'm not entirely sure what that is. Some kind of, oh, I think so. When we did the base swap, the mega base swap or whatever, yeah, this was, I think, a sorting system that Joe had put in, as well as that. It was like a stack of floppy disks or something, I think is what he said it was. Yeah, definitely floppy disks. And then the connectors. And so anyway, yeah, I think this would have to be what we took from this one. We just, again, we got to figure out how to do it. I think season 9 is going to be the hardest. I completely forgot about season 8. I don't know how. It was Horsehead Farms. So we may run into an issue because I already have one circle that's themed towards season 3, which is my favorite season, but the center circle was season 3. So we'd have to decide, do we take Horsehead Farms, right? And then this is the season we did the domes. It was the giant moon, kind of that whole deal. We got our submarine down there. This season was a bit of an odd one. I went through most of the season kind of just not feeling it. That's why most of my time was spent over there. Because it just wasn't, like, I wasn't completely feeling it. Although the horse heads, they're kind of iconic, right? Like this is where I spent a majority of my, so there's Hypno's base. But yeah, this is where I spent a majority of my time, was doing all of this. So like, do we take something from here in season 8? Or do we take something from season 9, which season 9 could be a train car, right? And that fits the vibe. But then it's just a train car. Whereas if we did this, we could like do some horse heads and then do kind of a little thing like this and then have something like underneath it or what. So that's kind of why I wanted to chat at you guys, is because y'all are always, you help me when I either have too many things going on in my brain place or not enough. Oh, this was really cool. When Cleo came by and did some artwork for me. Oh God, I was so happy with it. It turned out so freaking good. I love this. I was so happy. So happy with this. It's so good. And then Cleo also did that guy in there. A little dude in the mech suit, man. Like, how cool is that? Little flint and steel claws. It was so good. So yeah, if you have thoughts, I am obviously very open to them, because I have the general idea. I definitely want to use season 5. That is, like I said, one of my most favorite seasons. Season 7 was a really good season as well. Season 8, again, it was a decent season. I wouldn't say one of my favorite. It was really short. And so that kind of added to the whole maybe just not feeling it. It's like, what was down here? Oh, this was the baby maker. Yeah. Baby maker. Yeah. With those two guys. Okay. Yep. Okay. I just forgot what it was. It's kind of ugly, so it's fine. I guess let's go check out season 9. So like I say, season 9 could be a train car. That train car, that exact train car, I think would actually fit. Like without having to resize it. Maybe not. Maybe not. And actually, I don't think it would. I think it would have to be resized. But that's another option. Instead of doing season 8, we do season 9. We already have part of, let's get spectator. We already have part of like season 9/season 3 crossover, I guess, because of like statue type things. So this was an ode to season 3 in a project I never actually finished, or never even really started, which was the villager statues and things of that nature. But that could be an option, or we could even do like a mini zoo, but I feel like it's been done. It's been done. So that, that's, I love the idea of what I want to do. I'm just kind of struggling on how to accomplish it and pay homage to what I feel, or let me know what you guys think was my my most memorable season, other than like 3 and 5 and 7, I guess. So between 8 and 9, I really like this though. This was really cool. So anyway, I know a little bit of a different kind of video. Some might call it a talking head, only there's no, you can't see my head. But I had to get it out there. I had to, I wanted to talk to you guys about it. And so hopefully we can come to a consensus and get something figured out. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And I'll see y'all next time.